Hello fellow Pokemon fans and welcome to my channel. This is Brasscoin and today I'm going to be going after a Perfect IV Ditto. To do that, I am over here by the nursery in the wild area. Pull open a map real quick. I am in Bridgefield right here, and our den is actually right next to this nursery, just a few feet away. So fly to the nursery and then follow these steps. Skip this den right here on the right. We're going to be going to this one behind this rock over here. Stony Wilderness. So first off, you're going to want to save. We will have to use the date spam technique at this time. So if you don't know what that is, it's a way to change the date to change the Pokemon that's loaded into the den. But first, we have to get the correct color of beam. So save the front of the den before throwing your wishing piece in. If it helps, turn your text speed down to slow. You can do that by going to the options. The first option is text speed. I have mine set to normal because I don't pay attention to the text. But if you slow down the text, it is going to slow down the saving. If you speed up the text, it will speed up your ability to date spam switch because the text is going to go faster. I don't pay attention to the text, so I'm not going to worry about it. But what you're going to want to do is have your finger on the home button and your finger on the A button. It's going to help out a lot. You're looking for the color beam. For this Ditto, we have to have it be purple. If it is purple, it is guaranteed to be a Ditto. So you're going to want to throw in your wishing piece, and the second you see a color beam, hit the home menu. If it's red, go ahead and exit the game, load back into it, throw in another wishing piece, rinse and repeat. If it's purple, you're just going to want to get back into the game. So I'm going to throw my wishing piece in now, and it asks if you want to save. We don't want to save it or else we're going to be stuck with the Pokemon it loads. So hit yes and be prepared to identify the color beam and then hit the home menu. I can see that it's a red beam, so I'm not going to want that. So I'm just going to home menu and close out of the shield game, reload it, and try again. Okay, this is my second try. Collect my 200 watts and then throw in the wishing piece. Go ahead and let it try to save. It was not a red beam again, so I'm going to do the same rinse and repeat method to get a purple beam. So on my fifth time, I did get that purple beam. So at this point, I'm going to click into it. I cannot see the stars behind my face. Basically, you have to have a 5-star Ditto to have a chance at the 4 to 6 Perfect IV Pokemon. If you don't have all your badges, this will not be possible. The more badges you have, the higher tier battles you can do, the more stars you can do. Like I said, my face is covering the star tier. I want to be able to see at least a fraction of a star to the right of my camera screen. So I'm going to do the date spam technique, invite others. I'm going to then hit the home menu, go into settings, scroll all the way down to system, scroll down to date and time, make sure synchronized via the internet is off, hit my date and time, move the date forward 1 day, home menu, get back into the game, exit this. It is possible to do this in 11 seconds. I've done it. It is super twisty to do. Like, it's hard for me to do. I did the date spam. It did not give me my 5-star Ditto, so I'm going to do that again. I can see the star to the right of my face poking out from behind my camera screen. That means I do have a 5-star Ditto loaded into the game. If you don't see the star behind my face, it wouldn't be a 5-star Ditto. Yours is going to be different because my face is going to be in front of your screen, hopefully. That would be weird. But you are looking for a 5-star Ditto. Anything less will not have a chance of having 4 to 6 perfect IVs. So I'm not going to invite others. I am using a Surfetched. Basically, you want to use anything that is going to be super effective against itself, so that when Ditto transforms into you, because it usually will, there's a chance that it won't, but it usually will, you want to be able to do damage to yourself. So I'm going to just load into the battle and battle this thing and see what we come up with. First attack isn't really going to do much. I'm going to use a fighting type move because it is a normal Pokemon. But that Ditto should turn into me after the first attack. Even before. Okay. So it chose me out of all the Pokemon to transform into. It usually will do that. So I am going to Dynamax and use Max Airstream because otherwise Brave Bird would be doing me damage. So I'm using my Bird type move on this fighting type Ditto now. And it's going to be super effective. That's a good thing. Unless he uses it on me, then it's a very bad thing. This battle has potential to go either way, and it's actually one of the harder Dynamax battles for me to do. I previously did a Toxapex video. You can check that out in the upper right hand corner there. I will have the link up there as well as in the description below. But this battle has real easy potential to go both ways just because it can use Max Airstream on me and be super effective against me, thus killing me, because it has better IVs than my Pokemon does at this time. The annoying thing about a 5-star Ditto is that it is going to have 6 levels of shield capabilities. It's going to be a pain in the butt to take down. I think this one does that 2 times before finally dying. Unfortunately, it is also super effective against 2 of the Pokemon on the battlefield, using a fighting type move against the ice type Weevil and the normal type Snorlax. So I really have my work cut out for me because it is super effective against 3 of the Pokemon in my lineup here. But at the end of this turn, the shield is going to be taken away. I have no doubts about that, allowing me to attack it again. Alright, so we're below half damage. Ditto is using Brave Bird on a Magikarp, so that is good-ish, because it's not me. However, it is still a fainted Pokemon, so I only have 3 more faints to go before I am kicked out of this battle. Use Max Airstream once more. If it doesn't have a second shield, it's going to kill it. If it does, it's just going to do damage to the shield. Yep, so I didn't do near as much damage that time because of the shield taking effect. It is going to stop my attack from progressing any further. So there's that 6 level shield there that I have to now figure out a way to beat with a un-Dynamax formed Pokemon without dying. Gonna use Max Knuckle, probably faint one of the Pokemon there. Yep, so that is the second Pokemon to go down, so I only have 2 more chances at this point until I get kicked out. At this juncture, we are only going to be able to attack the shield 2 times. Or sorry, we're going to only be able to do 1 level of damage per attack. And with that shield being in effect, I do not want to use Brave Bird as it's going to damage me, so I'm just going to switch to a fighting type move because it doesn't matter at this point how effective or ineffective the move is. If it does damage, it's going to take out part of the shield. So there is my 3rd Pokemon fainted for this battle. 1 more time and I am kicked out. So we will see if we can beat this Pokemon just by taking down a shield, because that's pretty much all we're going to be able to do. I suspect these Pokemon are going to faint before being able to kill this guy the rest of the way. So there's 1 more shield down. We got another one down. I forgot that the move that I happen to use requires me to recharge, so that's extremely unfortunate. But I should be able to attack this turn and actually kill it, so that is excellent. my Brave Bird attack should finish this Pokemon off the rest of the way. Now that the Blast Barrier is eliminated, it does a little bit extra damage, so this Pokemon is now dead. I have done this with my wife's Switch. We have 2 Switches, and I have a copy of Sword and Shield, so sometimes I load in her profile and help myself with this battle. I also am playing in a different language on her Switch to see if I can get a Masuda method Ditto, which would be ideal. Just get a Ditto from a different language with perfect IVs to increase shinies and IV training. I have not yet managed to catch one on her profile. This one, for the sake of ease with the video, I am only doing this one by myself. And I'm going to be extremely bummed out if it gives me a 6 IV Ditto, because if I would have used hers, I would have had a chance at catching it too. So we'll see what fate has given me in this Ditto today in just a few moments. Gonna hit next. It is a 5-star, in fact, Ditto. I am not going to give him a nickname, but we are going to immediately jump in and look at its stats. So Pokemon. Go down to the new Ditto, check summary. It is the Imposter with a quiet nature. I have been to the battle tower so I can see what IVs it has, and it has a 4 IV Ditto. This one isn't good enough for me, however, I am not going to quit without saving because I want my Dynamax candies for this, but I am going to put it in my spare Ditto and Gardevoir folder for other purposes. Alright everybody, that has been capturing a 5-star 4 or more perfect IV Ditto. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the content, please consider giving a subscribe to the channel. It'll really help it to grow. If you would like to help me out directly, click the link down below to my GoFundMe page. I am trying to save up money and gather money for a better camera and some Sony Vegas product so that I can edit my videos to be better and higher quality for you guys, the viewers. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in another video.